coaches. Then after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing: just win, baby.
This is Raiders Allegiance with Lunatic Raider. Welcome to the dark side.
What is the deal, Raider Nation? Welcome to Raiders Allegiance with yours truly, Lunatic Raider. As you see by the thumbnail, we're going to discuss our Vegas Raiders, the NFL's most dangerous team. Took it from the old NWA days, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, the moves that we are making, engaging by our front office, we finally getting it right. We're finally getting it right. We're making moves that make sense for us to go ahead and win Super Bowls. Chandler Jones came out and said that he is here with the Raiders to win not just one ring, but multiple rings is what he's after. And that is the whole mindset of this whole organization and these players that we're bringing in as free agents and those that are already here currently on the roster. This team has their sights set on the Super Bowl. And that's what you're supposed to do. No longer do we have to say or allow or accept that making the playoffs is good enough. Nah, they on some other shit. We on some other shit now. For real. And it's been a long time coming that we finally reached a point in this organization's history to bring it back and chase what it is that we're after. We done had many down years, previous regimes that ran this organization into the ground with bad choices with free agency, bad choices with first round draft picks. But now I think we have right the ship. This ship has been righted. And you got to give the credit to Mark Davis for going out here and putting this team together. And when I mean team, I'm not talking about the players. I'm talking about the front office team. That was the only rebuild that this organization went through this year. And I'm telling you, this was a hell of a rebuild. They put people in positions in that front office and the coaching staff that can take this team to a whole nother level. You know what I mean? So I'm juiced. I know you're juiced. So hit me up with some feedback, you guys. If you got any questions, if you got any comments, let it rip. Because today we're talking Raiders, nothing but Raiders, all Raiders, no cut on this Sunday afternoon. First day of spring, let's get it in. We're closer and closer to the draft, and we're getting closer to OTAs and training camp. Every day that passes, we're getting closer to where it is that our goal is set, and that's to get to the Super Bowl. But it all starts now. It all starts with free agency, the draft, training these people, coaching these players up, getting into the preseason. But before the preseason, let me let y'all remember, in case you don't know, we set off the preseason in the Hall of Fame game versus the Jacksonville Jaguars, and we see how much money Jacksonville spent in the offseason or free agency to go out there and blow their load on the first thing that hit the market. Now, we're going to see, can you go ahead and have a team that spends that much money in free agency? Are they built to make the playoffs and get to the Super Bowl? I personally don't agree that you can buy a Super Bowl in the NFL. There's too many people on the roster, and there's only a small amount of cap space. Man, you're going to have to just fill out your roster with what it is. You cannot buy a Super Bowl. Philadelphia tried it and failed miserably. You cannot do it. You cannot do it. So without circumventing the salary cap and finding like little ways of getting around shit and hoping you don't get caught doing it. Remember the Niners back in the day got caught? Yes, they did, circumventing the salary cap. And they went out there and got these free agents, and they got a Super Bowl. They got a Super when Deion Sanders and all them came, but they got in trouble, though. But it wasn't no major trouble back then. To me, they kind of got, I can't really say a little. It was just a little trouble. They got hit. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers pulled up the curtain and seen what they was doing. So no longer. So buying Super Bowls is out. Shout out to everybody that's in on the live. Oh, and let me tell you, if this is your first time coming here to Raiders Allegiance, I'd like to welcome you. Let me roll out the silver and black carpet. You're more than welcome to go ahead and leave comments, questions, or whatnot. Partake in this back and forth and this discussion about our team. So anyway, if this is your first time here, please do me a solid. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and knock the hell out of that notification bell so you can be notified of all the content I release, even breaking news. So once again, welcome, feel at home, kick off your shoes, take off your straitjacket, and welcome to Raiders Allegiance, where we're all united as one under the silver and black. With that being said, I am your host, Lunatic Raider, and we're talking Raiders. So if you got questions, hit me up. Shout out to Tazi. Thank you for pulling up on me, bruh. Yes, man. Oh, it's a wonderful day out here in Vegas on a Sunday, the first day of spring. I had to come out here and go live with you guys, get some feedback, how you feeling, in case you haven't also heard that the news with offensive tackle, free agent, La'el Collins, no longer is on the board. So that is no longer a decision or a choice for us to put at right tackle. He decided to go sign with the Cincinnati Bengals. You can't really blame him. They were the representative of the AFC in the Super Bowl. So he's trying to get rings too. But I think he might have made a mistake and picked the wrong team to try to get a ring, because we're here. We're here now. You know what I mean? The moves we made, we are in the mix. I don't care what nobody say. Outside interference, we shut them out. The nation, we know the direction this team is going to. Can't nobody tell us anything else less, because the way they're orchestrating and putting this team together, we got hitters. We got hitters. And the thing is, we are not done. No, not even by the least. We are not done. We're still waiting on the potential signing of Gilmore. Yes, indeed. They say we have offered a contract to Gilmore. It's on him to select, because there's other teams involved as well with recruiting him and trying to sign him as well. But the offer is on the table. They said we're the front runners of getting him, so we're patient. There's no need to rush. Either he's going to come and sign with us or he's not. There's only two choices. But the choices are leaning towards us for him coming here, which he would be a welcome addition to our secondary to get out here and smack up Mahomes and his bitch ass and the Denver Donkeys with their with their ass, and the Chargers or the Chokers. We know what they call. You know what I mean? We're not scared of none of y'all. We're bringing the heat. We're bringing straight aggressive football play on the field like we were known for back in the glory days of this organization in the 70s and the 80s. We were smashing, and we're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. I got trust in Ziegler and McDaniels. And McDaniels, not McDaniels, but Ziegler had an interview not that long ago about, are they bringing the Patriot way to the Raiders? And he said no. He said their philosophy and our philosophy aren't exactly the same. They learned there in New England about the game, front office, and coaching, but they're bringing the Raiders a whole different outlook, a refreshed outlook. So this is the Raider way. This is not the Patriot way. I know a lot of people saying, oh, because we're grabbing players, former players of the Patriots, and bringing them in, but they are familiar with McDaniel's system. So of course you're going to bring them in because they said it's complex. From what was it Jacob Johnson? I think it was Jacob Johnson, or it might have been I think it was him that said that this offense is complex. He is brought in here to go ahead and help the rest of the roster that's already here that does not know the system and familiar with it. So he's basically like an intermedium between the head coach and the players to help translate what the coach wants done and help explain it to them so we can all be on the same page accordingly. That's brilliant. You got to have good, solid veterans here. Like I said, we have an opportunity here to build something special, and it's balanced. It's real on both sides of the ball. It's balanced. And don't let me leave out special teams, because the players we have that's here to play special teams, they are going to be contributing to this as well. So it's a triangle effect of having your special teams, your offense, and your defense all on the same page and playing hard and aggressive football and striking the fear in the rest of our adversaries from the AFC West. And it's going to go down. It's going to go down. I know it. Y'all know it. I know you guys are just excited as I am. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody in the chat. What's up with it? Dominique 5, man. Thank you for pulling up. Shout out to Josh Wilson. Man, thank you for subscribing, Josh. I really appreciate it, man. I'm trying to get the subscriptions up. I got goals I'm setting for myself, but we're doing real good. I love everybody who has took time out of their schedule to come listen and feedback and discuss the Raiders and hot topics like who we should sign, who ain't signing. So I appreciate all you guys. And like I always tell all of my followers and subscribers, without you, there is no me, and without us, there is no nation. That it is what it is. There's only one nation, and that's us, all of us. I'm just as much as a fan of the Raiders as you guys are. So I'm not above you or beneath you. I'm standing side to side with you guys. We have passion and we have love for this team like no other organization, no other fan base. A lot of other fan bases want to be us, but they can't be us, calling themselves nation this, nation that. Man, you can get a nation full of balls in your mouth. You know what I mean? But anyway, not to get too off key of the subject, we're talking our Raiders. We're discussing the potential of this team being the most dangerous team in the NFL. Because if you look at the roster up and down on offense, we're having a juggernaut being built. Believe it or not, look at the weapons on this team. Who are the defenses we face? Who do they plan to double? You want to take Adams out the game and try to double him? Then what? You're going to leave Renfro one-on-one? And Waller one-on-one, and not to mention our backfield that's stacked. We got a fullback that's going to put you on your ass. And shout out to Alec Ingold. Thank you for, man, being a Raider. We appreciate you, man, but you know how life is. It moves on. So with that being said, man, good luck on your next journey. But shout out to Jacob Johnson, who came over from the New England Patriots. That's going to knock these motherfuckers on their ass when we open these holes up for Kenyon Drake and Mr. Josh Jacobs. There it is. Bang, bang. You know what I mean? There it is. We're shooting shots at everybody, and they're going to take them straight to the chest because that's how we're coming. That's exactly how we're coming. I'm so excited, you guys, about, even though we don't have a first or second round pick, who cares? Look at the additions we made. You know what I mean? Defense, let me not put defense in the shadows of the offense, because the defense has just as much potential as being a juggernaut as this offense with the key additions we have made in this free agency signing period. So right now, when you got Jones and Max Crosby, we get Bilal Nichols from the Bears at defensive tackle. You trade and get Rock Ya-Sin at the corner spot. Now we're waiting to see what Gilmore does. We got Morig already. Abram is still going to be what he's going to be. You just got to put him in the best position to succeed on the field, and that's in the box. And that's what Patrick Graham said. I don't think we're going to put a label of linebacker on him. He's still going to be a safety, but he's just going to be a safety playing in the box. You know what I mean? I don't care about titles. All I care about the top 11 men, the best 11 on that field at the same time playing with each other. That's all that matters. I don't care if you make up names for the titles. Titles don't mean shit to me. Where there's defensive tackle, defensive end. Yeah, it's nice to have a title to understand where that player plays, but man, just go out there and play. I don't give a damn if it's like parking lot tag or street. Remember back in the day, a lot of us older cats used to play tackle in the streets, man, because I got a couple of scars on the knees, boy, and running into parked cars. You know what I mean? But man, we got something beautiful going here, and I'm glad we have a fan base like ours to get behind this team and push them in that direction. Now, I know there's a division between Kardashians and Kardashians, as they call it, but I'm going to tell you this. Anybody that hates Carr, just take a seat this year. This is all I'm going to ask you. Let this year go ahead and sum it up, whether he is considered just a good quarterback or an elite quarterback. We are placing the pieces around him to succeed. So let's just see if he succeeds. Let's not rush to judgment and assume, oh, he ain't did shit. But what have this team done? And see, a lot of you guys, and I heard this from another content dude, and he made perfect sense. He said, now that we went out there and got pieces for Carr, and this is what they're saying. Well, now that we went out there and got pieces and did all this for Carr, he better produce not just enter into the playoffs and leave, but we got to progress. We got to get to the AFC West, dude. With this kind of roster talent, we got to get there. And so let Carr go out there and do his thing. Let's go ahead and see with everything right around them, because as you see, look at Cincinnati. Yeah, they made the Super Bowl, but they still out there going after offensive linemen, because we know how many times Burrows was landed on his ass. So they signed Collins today, put him at tackle. They're shoring up his line. And that's what they needed to do. So obviously, and they didn't win us. They got there, but they didn't win. And we went toe-to-toe with the AFC representative of the Super Bowl. It came down to our last play of the game. Now, I wish the outcome would have been better, but it is what it is. It's a stepping stone, and it's a learning curve. You know what I mean? As far as, okay, we know how to get to the playoffs. Now, let's win this shit. So that's all we got to do. Shout out to everybody that's out there in the chat, man. N8. What's up with you, N8, man? Glad you pulled up on me, man. I appreciate you. Paul, thank you for pulling up on me, bruh. Appreciate it. Tubby, what's up with it? Oh, man. Chubby Child, man. What's up with it, dog? Hey, it's all Raider love. I love, man. Thank you guys for pulling up on this Sunday afternoon, man. I'm just going to stop in here for a few, chop it up with you guys, get your feedback, what you think we should do next. That's the next question. This is the question now. We know Gilmore, it's a waiting game with Gilmore on him trying to sign with us. That's what I'm knowing. We know that there are in discussions with Carr on his extension now. Now, when the numbers come out on Carr's new extension, I want to see what they are. Because if this man took a team-friendly home count discount just so to get Adams here, come on, man. Hats off the Carr. You can't, man. Carr is a hell of a human being. All right. We want him to produce on this team. Whether you love him or hate him, if you're not behind your own team's quarterback to succeed and not fail just so you can say, I told you so, that's the weakest shit you can do. You don't have to like the man. Like everybody else. You know what I mean? Hope that this man does succeed, because I'm telling you, this is too long of a drought for one organization not to get to what we're used to getting to, and that's being a contender in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Come on, man. This organization got history, and it's fucked up that we're too far removed from that. So now we got to realign everything, like going to the chiropractor and getting your spine realigned. That's exactly what Mark Davis did by bringing in these dudes to go ahead and orchestrate this rebuild in the front office and fill this roster with elite top talent. There is a reason why Adams came to the Raiders. There is a reason why one of the reasons why Josh McDaniels chose the Raiders, because at the end of all that shit is Derek Carr. It's Derek Carr. You know what I mean? You get rid of Carr, then what? What you gonna do? Call up Jamarcus Russell and see if you want to come back? Come on, bro. We done been through this. So I don't give a damn about all the hate. You can hate him. It's a free world. You can do what you want. You can hate the man. But if you're a Raider fan, you better get behind our whole team as one so we can make this push. Because right now they're establishing a team that can do this. And we have to be their support. We have to be the cheer them on and at the games be loud when the other team gets the ball. You know what I mean? It's on us too. You know what I mean? Get out there and put this positive energy in the air so, man, we can do something. Because like I said, if these Raiders win the Super Bowl and they put a damn parade on the Las Vegas Strip, we all better be out there popping bottles and celebrating like lunatics. You know what I mean? We got to go all in. Because this year the Super Bowl will be in Arizona, right next door to Nevada. Then next year, the Super Bowl is here in Vegas. We have to represent where we're at in the Super Bowl next year. By hook or by crook, the Raiders got to go out next year and smash on everybody. I'm telling you, we got to put records in the record books for the amount of wins, the points we average per game, and the points that we don't give teams when we play them on our defense, and takeaways with interceptions and fumbles. We have to leave our mark in this decade. Period. What you guys say? Shout out Tossie. What's up with it, man? Yeah, we need a right tackle. Hey, we need a right tackle, and that's real. And don't be surprised. And I know some people ain't really too feeling this idea, but Trent Brown. Trent Brown makes the most perfect sense, because shout out to Phil, one of the content creators, man, the Unfiltered Truth, from letting it be known, and he's correct on this, is that Trent Brown knows McDaniel's system. You can come in right away as right tackle and bam, and he's a massive human being. He will stop any defensive end in their tracks. And that, look at our division. We got combination D ends all throughout this division that we got to face twice each team every year. That's 6 times we got to face them, and possibility facing them in the playoffs. You have that chance. We need 2 tackles in Colton Miller, and maybe Trent Brown might be it, because like I said, Lyle Collins is off the board now. Lyle Collins is gone. He's going to Cincinnati. Trent Brown and Colton Miller, 2 massive ass human beings on the bookend, and Carr will be standing upright. He will, man, I'm telling you, we might have to go ahead and let that happen. And I think it was more of a Trent Brown having friction with the Gruden front office rather than Ziegler and McDaniels. I think Ziegler and McDaniels is going to make him like breathe easy and exhale and be like, I'm back with the boys again. Back at a team I once was with. I heard he went to Seattle. Did anybody know if he sign a contract with Seattle? I think he didn't. I think Trent Brown left the building without a contract. So if that's the case, he's still out there and he's still a free agent. We must look into that. We must look into that, because I'm telling you, you keep Carr upright, you give him the weapons you need, and give us a solid defense. We might as well start getting sized up for them rings, because, bruh, we gotta be ranked in the top 10 of the league. And that's just on paper, because we still got to get on the field and we still have to produce with these new additions. So, new additions, Candy Girl. But anyway, for real though, man, I'm loving it. Shout out to all 22 that's up in here with your boy Lunatic Raider and Raiders Allegiance. I thank you guys once again. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. I really would appreciate it, and I appreciate your guys' presence to this channel. And please come back more often, and often as you like. Drop whatever you want to leave in the comment box. You're more than welcome. Man, I welcome you guys all, man. But thank you for coming and supporting and checking me out. Man, Raider Nation, baby. That's it. You see it up here. What's this say? What's this? Hold on, I gotta get it right. What's this say up here? Raiders. You already know. All day, every day, 24/7, 364 days, and 365 on leap year. You got it here first. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat, man. Man, what's up with it? Mind War, thank you for pulling up, man. Will the Raiders make the pull? Look, Mind War says, will the Raiders make the playoffs? That's a question that I have confidence in saying, yeah, we'll make the playoffs. Because if we made the playoffs last year, and look the turmoil that we've been through as an organization, and we had to run off 4 straight games, and that's without a Chandler Jones, that's without a Devontae Adams, that's without a Ziegler, and without a McDaniels, and without a Patrick Graham. I'm telling you, this team can go as far as this team would want to go for. It's all up to us now. And when I say us, the whole nation, it's on us to see how far we truly get with this roster. And I'm seeing the pieces that they're adding. We should go as far as our talent takes us, plain and simple. And we got talent. We got talent. I expect our defense to be ranked just as high as the offense. I would love to see an offense averaging 30-plus points a game, which we could have last year. But here's the thing that killed us: the red zone. The red zone killed us because we couldn't get the points that we should have got. Instead of getting 6, we were getting 3 from the field goals. So that knocked us. That hurts. When you get into the red zone, we must get touchdowns. Bottom line, I don't want to settle for no field goals, because that's just going to set you up for failure, especially if you can't stop the other team. I expect our defense to be dominant. I'm talking about making the quarterbacks uncomfortable in the pocket and stuck to the receivers like glue. The secondary have to be ball hawks. Whenever the ball's in the air, I want the Raiders to always have a chance of picking it off. That's the defense we want. And then we want the defense where they're sure tackling and putting wood on these fools. Make them think twice about catching any passes over the middle, and do it legally. You ain't got to lead with your head. Put a nice shoulder to the sternum. You know what I mean? Knock the ball loose. You know what I mean? Defensive ends, get strip sacks. We want turnovers. We want to put the ball back in our offense, especially if we have an offense that's high scoring. That is going to be so deadly to these teams that we face this year. And yes, to answer your question again, the Raiders will make the playoffs. I said that shit, write it in stone. Shout out to Double X Raider Nation. What's up with it, man? Exactly. Trent Brown absolutely can. I'm telling you, it's a perfect scenario. This dude, like I said, he knows the system. Yeah, he was previously with us. He got injured, but don't forget the Raiders damn near killed him by having with the needle, with the air bubble. That's, man, come on now. Some of them injuries wasn't self-inflicted. You know what I mean? It's a damn shame that the team did some of that shit too. But if all else fails, well, not all else fails, if he chooses to come here, I welcome him with open arms. Because like I said, Colton Miller and Trent Brown as your bookends on that offensive line. Come on. That's what? 700-800 pounds worth of beef? damn near 800 pounds? And what, 6'9" or 6'8"? Dude, defensive ends is going to be fucking mad. Mac is going to probably raise his hand up to tell him to pull him out the game because he's going to be exhausted. Bosa ain't shit. I ain't worried about him because Colton Miller handled his ass. Man, and then move on to the next teams. Bring any of your defensive ends to the party and watch we have a block party and keep your asses out the backfield. Plain and simple. Shout out to everybody out there in the chat. What's up, JT Money? Thank you for pulling up, man. What you say? Raiders are the AFC West losers and suckers? Yeah, I thought the same thing about you, too. You know what I mean? I thought the same about you. I looked in my comment box. I'm like, damn, who's this loser and sucker posting a comment? But you know what I mean? It's all fair. You can say what you want to. But you picked the wrong fucking page. Whatever fan you is, you should try to go join those content creators or fucking content pretenders. You know what it is. Go Boats. Go Boats. Go Chargers. Fuck your charger. That's why your phone stays dead. Your chargers don't work. Get the fuck out of here, man. You's a clown. Anyway, shout out to the people out there, man. Where's this bitch ass at, man? Where your bitch ass at, man? Here we go. Bam! I got a straight shot to the dome. He been executed. No longer does he exist on this page. Shout out to everybody that's real and true up in here, man. I appreciate all you guys. We're deep in here. I had him doing execution live, but hey, I don't mind squeezing the trigger. Get these clowns up out of here. You feel me? But anyway, back to my Raider family. What it do? Shout out to Tubby Chow. Yep, 559 in the house. What's the deal? And we know, yeah, Trent Brown is a welcome addition to this team. You know what I mean? Because that is a big body that's hard to come by, especially at the tackle positions. I'm telling you, we have to give Carr everything to succeed. It is what it is. We got to get him to succeed. And we have to get the offensive line right. We have to get with the weapon. I'm not worried about the weapons. I'm waiting now to see what the front office does with these extensions. I want to see what Carr's extension is. Do we take care of Renfro? Do we take care of Waller? All in one swoop. You know what I mean? Take care of them all so none of those players have to worry about that. Josh Jacobs, that's a question that we have to address, but we don't have to address it right now with do we extend the fifth-year option to him or do we not? But I'm going to tell you this. Him being in a contract type year, I expect him to ball out in this offense. He's going to ball out in this offense. Everybody on this offense will ball out in McDaniel's system. It's just going to be built that way. We probably need to add one or two more tight ends. The running back room is done. I feel like there is no more running backs that we need on this team. Plain and simple. We are set. We are set. Exactly, Willie A. Shout out to Willie C, man. Let's go, Raider Nation. Let's go. You know we got this shit. You know these other teams in our division is sitting there. They worried. And here go, look, the Chiefs go get Juju Schuster. Oh, how cute. Oh, you went to go get a third tier type receiver that didn't do much this past season. Man, come on now. Come on. Shout out to everybody, man. Fresno. Hey, Fresno is getting the shout outs that they deserve with now that we have the Carr to Adams connection again. If you guys have not seen, I posted a video of Carr to Adams back when they were in Fresno State. I don't know how anybody that does not like Carr says Carr is scared to go deep. That's all they did at Fresno State. Go watch the video that I dropped. Go watch the video on this channel I did about Carr and Adams. And I'm telling you, Fresno State, no wonder they know what happened when we got Adams here. They know big time because it's about to happen all over again. Watch what I tell you. They are not going to double Adams. That would be suicide. That would be suicide because you're going to leave these other weapons to just tear your ass up too. And let me not overlook the addition of Mac Hollins from Miami, the 6'4" wide receiver with the 3.35 40 time. Red zone target. Him, shit. Adams ain't no little dude. He's 6'2". So 6'2", 6'4", 6'6" in Waller. And then you got Renfro just putting it on fools off the line. Man, this team is going to be, man, it's going to be tremendous, man, for real. Shout out to Fear the Nation. Thank you for pulling up, man. Hey, man, I'm in here just knocking out a little, going live and discussing these Raiders. Like I said, I seen La'el Collins signs with Cincinnati. So with him being off the board, we're discussing now. We're talking about Trent Brown. How would you be receptive to having Trent Brown come back to this team again, playing right tackle under Josh McDaniels? Right now, we have to look at that option. To me, it makes perfect sense, and I think it'll help us successfully with the run game and with pass protection for Carr. You know what I mean? So it's dope, man. It is dope. Thanks for pulling up. Shout out to Paul Gaines, man. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I can't wait till Adams go ahead, and I think this week coming, we're supposed to have the press conference of Adams. And I'm hoping and guessing, I'm a guess that the Carr extension will be done by then. You will have both Carr and Adams sitting there discussing Adams' trade coming to here and Carr's extension, and to be reunited, because they said from I think Graphic Raider had said that Fresno State will be in the building during that press conference. So it's good to go ahead and shine the light on these two players, man, that has history, and now they finally get to reunite 8 years into their career in the pros and try to go ahead and recreate that magic that they had in Fresno, man. So, man, I'm looking forward to that press conference. And like I said, I'm expecting Carr to get his extension before then so they can go ahead and, bam, one press conference and talking it up. Man, I'm looking forward to that, man. Shout out to everybody that's out there on the channel. If this is your first time here, do me a solid and subscribe to the channel and hit that like button, please. I really appreciate it. And knock the hell out of that notification bell to be notified of all the content I release, even breaking news. You're more than welcome. Come on in. Come on in. This is Raiders Allegiance. We're the allegiance of the Raiders, man. And I'm your host, Lunatic Raider. I'm glad you guys had visited. Go ahead and hit me up in the comments. Thank you for everybody that's in the comments now. I'm trying to go through each one of you guys, man. You guys are making big, big moves with the organization by help supporting every one of the content creators. All Raider content creators, please go check them out and subscribe to them. They got some good dudes out there, very knowledgeable of this team. And, man, some that is just tremendous persons, you know what I mean? And also very good at entertaining us and keeping us laughing and thinking. So if you have not subscribed to this channel, do so. And if there's others out there, please go out there and subscribe to them as well. Thank you, guys. Thank you for pulling up. Yeah, man. What's up with Gilmore? From what I'm hearing with the Gilmore situation is that we do have an offer on the table for him. I'm hearing that there is another team interested in him. So right now, they said we are the front runners. So we're pretty much just waiting on Gilmore's decision. It's not no rush. You know what I mean? Training camp ain't here. The draft ain't even here yet. So there's not no rush. Let the man go ahead and make his decision because it's affecting him and his family. It might be money differences and locations might be different, but there is some kind of familiarity that he has with our current coaching staff. So that's a plus for us, as well as the fact that we are a playoff team. This is not a 5-win, 4-win team that he's just coming here for the bag. Right now, you can come get the bag, but you know that we're trying to take it more than just making the playoffs. We're trying to go ahead and continue on into the playoffs to get AFC West or AFC Championship as well as a Super Bowl. So that is our goal, and I know he's with it. But he you know, all these free agents, they all got their own motives, got their own reasons behind making the decisions that they make. So you just let him make his decision. Like I said, it's not no rush, but the sooner that we know if he's with us, then the sooner we know how this defense is starting to shape up. And we still have the draft left. I know we don't have a first and second round pick, but shit, we got a third, a fourth, 2 fifths, and a seventh, or 2 fifths, a 6, and a 7. No 5. And I do expect us to trade back in the draft. It is what it is. Did you trade back from the 3rd pick? Why not? You know the top picks in the draft is going to be first 2 rounds. We're not in it no more. So now you can really go and draft value. See, we had history with reaching. Not that I'm saying McDaniels and them would reach. I don't think they would. But at the same time, that is not even a concern because there's no first and second to reach on. Now, maybe you get your 3rd, you move back, you pick up a number of 4 and another 5. Man, if we can get like 2 4s and 3 5s, because we don't have a 6, so 2 4s and we'll have 5 picks in 4 and 5 rounds, possibly even more, because then that'll give you more ammunition to trade one of the 4s or the 5s back again to go ahead and get more picks. Maybe you recover a 5 and a 6 or a 7. There's a lot that this team can do. New England is known for the later rounds of trading back and accumulating more picks. So I expect us to be basically in the same gauge of doing that same shit, because the more picks you have, the more targets you can go out there and get. You know what I mean? And go ahead and let them battle in camp. Let them fight it out. Some will make the team, some won't, but at least you can choose who you want to come here to battle. So, and that's a very good position to be in, especially when you go into these later rounds and you actually get value for these draft picks. 4th, 5th round. The 3rd round, I'm not, see, because we need depth. We got our stars there now. We plugged our stars in. Now, you might get a star that can slide. See, that's another thing you got to pay attention to. There might be a diamond in the rough because look how we did with Crosby and Renfro. We didn't grab them in the first couple of rounds. So long as we have scouts that can go out there and really find these diamonds in the rough that a lot of people might be sleeping on, but we haven't. Don't expect to find your Hobbs and your Divine Diablos, and man, they're out there, and there are a lot of them. We just have to get the right ones that are going to live up to their potential. So with that being said, man, hey, the Raiders got big things on the horizon. What you say? Oh, we still have cap space. Yeah, we do have cap space coming. No doubt. We do. That's Glenn Bailey. Shout out, man, for the comment, man. Yeah, when one of those choking fans. Hold on. Let me get this shit out, man. Let me get on this monitor. Shout out to Glenn Bailey for pulling up, man. When one of those choker fans come on, ask who went to the playoff. Exactly. Whose team was on the sideline praying for a tie? Who the fuck prays for a tie? Man, get your weak ass out of here with your baby blue and lightning bolts. Get the fuck out of here, for real. Shout out Glenn for that comment, man. Hey, it don't matter who the Chargers sign. It don't matter who the Chiefs sign. It don't matter who the Broncos sign. See, this is where I'm going to get back to how the old Raider tradition, the mentality was. The mentality was, we didn't fear none of these other teams. The whole thing was to make them fear us. So I'm not focusing on, oh, they got Bosa. Oh, they got Mahomes. Oh, they got Russell Wilson. I'm focusing on putting the fear of God into them. Come with a defense against their offense, put the fear of God in them. Put our offense on the field and put the fear of God in their defenses. That's all we got to worry about. I'm not worried about no other team. I don't care about the Rams. I don't care about the Niners. I don't care about the Cowboys, the Broncos, the Chiefs, the Chargers. Don't care about none of them and really not concerned. Long as we make our moves to put the fear of God in them, that's all that matters, hands down. Hands down. Can I get an amen? You feel me? Can I get an amen? Man, yeah, the paper. Carr was a second-round pick. See, people overlook Carr. Houston could have took Carr, but they felt that they was going to get the same quarterback as they had with his brother, David. But the thing is, they don't want to talk about that garbage-ass offensive line they had. David Carr does have a ring, even though he wasn't the starting quarterback. He has a ring. Let that sink in. Man, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. And yep, the Donkeys receivers is trash. I don't care about them. I'm like I said, we don't have to fear nobody. We don't have to fear, and this is why. Because they never gave us a chance anyway. All the outside noise and interference, they never gave us a chance. They never give us a chance. So we have to go in there and we just gonna have to slap around a couple of motherfucking quarterbacks, throw down a couple of touchdowns, and show them that way. Because it don't matter the moves we make. I seen I didn't even read the article, but they trying to say that somebody graded the trade for Devontae Adams a C-. What the fuck? A C- for Devontae Adams? Arguably the number one receiver in the NFL, playing back with a quarterback he was familiar with in college. That was a C-. I see that's the kind of bullshit hate we get. It's always bullshit penalties. It's always a fucking note card in between to try to see if you got a first down. It's always some bullshit. So in other words, what we need to do just to eliminate any gray areas, we need to just convincingly beat everybody ass. We don't need no close games to kick a field goal with no time left. We just need to slap the shit out their ass and be able to rest our starters in the fourth quarter. We have to go ahead and apply pressure and watch these motherfuckers bust like pipes. You know what I mean? Plain and simple. I'm tired of all the bullshit. They always down talking us. We make tremendous moves, but then but if any other team made the same fucking move, oh shit, they're contenders. Fuck the media. Fuck all you haters. It's Raiders on mine. We ride together as a family. All the Raider Nation. You see them in the chat. You see them on the channel. We are one. We don't give a fuck what team you're from, what you think. We don't care. It's Raiders. Raiders are nothing, and we're going to slap the shit out y'all this year. So go ahead and just wait till you get slapped the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like Sugar Free said, he got a brand new slap that'll park you like a Cadillac. We coming with it. The backhands, bam. The backhand defense, bam. The backhand offense, bam. Slapping the shit out of all y'all. For real. Man. We on here. The GM is very smart. This is a smart, bright dude. And he always had a knack, they said, for scouting. He always liked the scouting job as far as being able to go out there and analyze talent. You know what I mean? This is what he likes doing. Now, see, it's not hard to do free agents like that because we know what the talent is in free agency. We know who's the elite of the elite. We know who's tier-wise, where they're ranked at, what their value is. But the thing is, the telltale sign will be this draft. How well do you draft without a first and second pick? You know what I mean? Perfect scenario to be in. This is their opportunity to really show their knowledge of players. So it's not really hard. It's not hard. I mean, you can miss with the first pick, as we know, Leatherwood, you know what I mean? But first round picks, you should not be able to miss on a first round pick because you got your choice of the top 32 players in the draft. You mean you couldn't get one of the top 32? When you reach, you do that. When you reach, you have the potential of not getting one. So now there's no first and second round to reach. Now anything that we do in the draft is going to look genius if we get a diamond in the rough like talent-wise, if they should have been selected in the first, second round, we're going to look like geniuses. They're going to be like, they found this motherfucker in the 5th round. They found this dude in the 4th round. And his production on the field is going to show his value should have been otherwise. So now we get to sit back in the draft and watch how does a team react to just getting your first pick in the 3rd round. What moves do you make? Are you willing to move up? Are you willing to move back to just accumulate more picks to have more shots in the clip? The more shots you have in your clip, the more targets you can hit. Plain and simple. They just have to hit their targets. That's it. So, man, I'm looking forward to what's going to go down. Shout out to everybody that's in here right now, man. I appreciate you for coming to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome to Raiders Allegiance. I'm your host, Lunatic Raider. Please do me a solid. Subscribe to the channel if you have not, and hit the like button and knock the hell out of that notification bell so you can be notified of all the content I release, even breaking news. Once again, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're just discussing potential moves the Raiders can get, what we should do in the draft. We no longer have a first and a second, so we really get to see the intestinal fortitude of the front office and how they can maneuver and ingenuity, making something out of nothing. If they can make something out of nothing going to the draft and still knock it out the park, dude, we got the right dudes running this team. And I can't wait till the end of next month so we can watch this shit unfold. Shout out to everybody that's out there. Florida boy, man. Hey, thank you for pulling up, Florida boy. Man, you're more than welcome. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for showing up. Shout out to man, we got a lot of new faces up in here, man. Hey, look, Jeffy, KC, you a KC fan? Hey, long as you come in here, it's okay if you want to come and make comments and stuff, but let's just keep it respectful. We know Juju ain't no punk, but he's not no Devontae Adams either. So let's marinate on that one. Not to talk shit, but it's the truth. It's the truth. I mean, you guys went out there and got you a decent receiver. You know what I mean? But he's not Devontae Adams. So shout out for pulling up though. What's your Jeff A? Thanks for pulling up though, man. For being a fan of another team and you pull up in here, man. As long as you keep it respectful, bruh, salute. And we just talk shit when our teams play. Twice a year, just come back during the season and we can just talk shit. You know what I mean? Shout out to Florida boy. We finally got a hey, you know what? For real though, we got a competent play caller, and that's correct with McDaniels. Competent. Gruden kind of did like some weirdo shit sometimes. I don't believe a team should have your first so many plays scripted. Why would you want to script your offense every fucking week against another team, knowing that every team has different weaknesses that you must attack? If a team's secondary, I mean, I know you want to establish the run. That's fine and dandy. But to me, your first down, to me, was a down that you can go ahead and try to catch them sleeping. So if they sleeping on the first down and Adams get past his man and Carr locates him and go deep, touchdown Raiders. You know what I mean? I want to hear that all game long. For real, for real. Right on, Jeffy. I appreciate you, man. Much respect. You one of the good ones, man. You're one of the good ones. Because I get clowns that come up and they say some stupid shit, you know what I mean? But I know they're just trolling. But you know what I mean? Sometimes I got to get on their head. That's it. You know what I mean? Fear the nation in the house. Man. Hey, these late round picks I know we're going to shine. These late round picks, I guarantee you we're going to knock this shit out the park. These dudes been doing their homework. You know what I mean? It's not, see, first round, you're sitting there, okay, you have your draft board and you got the players ranked how you feel they're ranked, you know, amongst each other. But when you do that, now you're sitting there like, but hopefully one of the top ones fall to us. And so I don't want to hope for something good to happen. I want to make something good happen. And in the later rounds, you can go out there and you can make something good happen. You know what I mean? You can make something tremendous happen with players nobody thought about and they slept on, but they came down into that draft, and Ziegler and Champ Kelly had the knowledge to know who that player was and what his value is. We're going to get good value. Oh, and we're going to get some ballers. And you get a lot of hungry players in the late rounds, man, because they got to show that they did not believe they deserved to get picked in the later rounds. They need to show that they deserve to go earlier. And they're going to play their ass off. We find diamonds in the rough in the late rounds all the time. Even a couple of non-drafted, you know what I mean, free agent rookies. You get some that go through the whole draft, nobody get picked, and then you on the phone with them like, hey, put them on the camp. Put them on the camp team for when they come in here, get as many bodies as we can, let them compete, let the best 11 on both sides of the ball be the last man standing. And then the rest of it can be for depth and rotation. That's all we need. We know what our offense is. We need to plug just the right tackle to me, and maybe you go get a guard. But I heard that they want to resign Brandon Parker. You know what I mean? It's good for rotational depth. You know what I mean? We need depth on the offensive line because injuries happen. So we have to be prepared and be ready with backup bodies to go ahead and fix that little gap between the time that they're out with injury and the time they come back. We need somebody to get in there, take that position over, and still produce at a high level. You may not be as elite as the one that got hurt in front of you, but you could still come out there and compete and play at a high level to keep just the bridge the gap until they get back. You know what I mean? So every position is important. Every position is important. Shout out to Gaines, man. Hey, for real. Oh, Javin went to the Rams. Yeah. Oh well. One monkey don't stop no show. You know what I mean? We know that shit. Shout out to everybody in here. We are 30 deep. I salute every one of you guys that are here with me today. I appreciate you. Thank you for pulling up. If you are new here, and I must keep saying this throughout, please subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. You already know what to do with that bell. No need to be what is understood doesn't need to be said, but thank you for coming. This is Raiders Allegiance with yours truly, Lunatic Raider. Thank you for coming, man. Always come back too. You can always come back. I'm more than welcome to have my family here, my silver and black family, man. I appreciate every one of you guys. Shout out to those in the chat, man. Hey. He said, hey, Gang said he yelled out, Raiders, after he left the club, and somebody in the background said, Raiders. You know we stand deep, man. Like I tell people, like how the Cowboys say they're America's team, we are truly the world's team. We have Raider representatives every continent on this planet, every island. Man, you might even find some in Atlantis below the ocean. Who knows? I know we're going to make our way to the moon, because to the moon, the sky's the limit. We are deep. Man, do you know how many Raider fans there are on this planet? Man, you'd be surprised. I mean, we got Raider fans, and I got a dude that's a subscriber that's in the Philippines, Raider fan. He was originally from, I think he said, lived in Washington State and also the Bay Area, but he now lives in the Philippines, representing that Raider shit all the way in the Philippines. Man, I'm telling you, we are deep with this shit. This, like they say, we ain't new to this. We true to this. We true to this shit, man. It's more than just a fan base. For real, for real. I can't wait till the season start. Because, man, it's like having a family reunion. You meeting cousins that you never met before. That's what it's like when you go to a tailgate or a Raider event, and everybody there repping the same team, the same love for that same team. So it's like, man, it's all love, man. I love going to the games at Oakland Coliseum, old.co. You know what I mean? Getting off the BART, crossing over that little overpass with the fence and shit. You know what I mean? And you just come up on the stadium and you see the big Raider logo and you see the A's over here. Man, and then after the game, they got the hot dog carts with the bacon-wrapped hot dogs and shit. Man, I miss that shit. I mean, it was overdue for the Raiders to get a new stadium because that Oakland Coliseum was the first stadium that they ever had built for the Raiders. And see, history. Here's a history note that nobody knew about. The Raiders was the first pro football team to ever play at Candlestick Park in San Francisco before the Niners even played there. That's a history note because they had to play at different places until they got the new stadium built in Oakland. So they were the first pro team that ever lay foot in Candlestick Park, but in Candlestick is no longer existing. But we do have history to that shit. We stomped the ground first. You know what I mean? So that's just a little history thing, you know. But ever since I moved to Vegas, man, it's been wonderful. I love being here with my team here as well. It just happened out that it just worked out that way. A lot of my friends and shit be like, "Oh, you just following the Raiders here." Shit, I was here a whole year before the Raiders got here. You know what I mean? I've been here almost 3 years now. So, but I'm glad my team is here. I'm telling you that much. And I'm glad to see all your faces that's from other cities and other states. Vegas is the party place, man. So we come here and celebrate our team and get it in. And then Sunday hit the games. So how many of you guys are planning on coming out to the draft next month out here in Vegas? Let me know. Can I see how many of you guys plan on coming to the draft? Because I will be here. I will be out there. Hopefully you guys can, if you recognize me, pull up, say hi. Maybe we can knock down a beer or something with each other, man, and chop it up about the team, discuss the draft picks. I know we don't have a first or second round, but I think I still will go out there Thursday night because I'm going to do something for this channel. Live out there. But I'll be there all 3 days. All 3 days I'll be down there, Las Vegas Boulevard, Bellagio Fountains, talking to Raider fans, getting their output and input of what the team should do or what we should draft. So Saturday is going to be a big day for us because that's where all our picks is going to be. So Friday night with the third round, if we don't trade back, that's going to be interesting to watch. And then all Saturday morning, I can't wait. I hope I see each and one of you guys out there. If not, man, just tune into the channel, and I'm going to try to give you live coverage of what's going on so you can keep up to date because I'm knowing how ESPN them get down in NFL Network, especially on day 3. They got to catch up with all these fucking picks. And I know at the bottom of the screen, it's going to be like Raiders select such and such. And they still going to be way back like 20 picks behind trying to catch up to that point. I'm going to be live. I'm going to report everything live. So just stay tuned to the Raiders Allegiance channel with yours truly, Lunatic Raider. And I'm going to bring it to you raw and uncut. All Raiders, no cut during the draft. Be there or be square. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that's out there, man. Fresno in the building. Man, right on. Yeah, Docs is supposed to be out in Vegas as well. They're doing a podcast from one of the casinos. I think him and Raider Cody. I think they're getting it down. But man, shout out to them. If you guys have not followed them, go ahead and subscribe to their channels as well. Docs Entertainment, Graphic Raider, hit him up, man. He's one of the frontiers of this Raider content, man, and he got real good content, and he's on his shit. And man, we all out here, man, just loving the same team and putting our own input out there into the universe. Some positivity, get the Super Bowl run going, man, so we can have something to celebrate together. You feel me? So yeah, there's a lot of content creators that I hope to meet. Samoan Raider, they got a lot of people. Dirty Raider, he's supposed to be coming out. I hope to meet all of them. Wasted Talent, shout out to him. I love to meet all of them, man, because we all have the same passion for this same squad, man, and it's good to just sit there and talk football. Andy, I watch Andy's shit, man. Raider Football Talk, shout out, man. Hammer, if you haven't subscribed to Hammer's House, hit him up too, man. That's a very, very good content creator for this Raider shit too, man. They all get love from me. I don't give a damn. There ain't no competition. We don't compete amongst each other. We compete against these other fan bases because I know we're deeper and more knowledgeable and more influential than they are. But us Raider fans, nah, it's one big family. We all got our own little channels. We're doing our own thing, and we're bringing a different dimension to this Raider Nation shit on YouTube. We have different outtakes. We have different opinions, everything. So if you guys It's better than free TV. Ain't nobody watching TV no more. Everybody watching YouTube, hands down. You know what I mean? I get juiced about this shit, man. For real, for real. But man, I like to thank everybody who has pulled up today. Shout out to everybody in the chat that pulled up on me, man. Nico, what's up with it, man? Let me go ahead and bam. Yes, man. Spotlight Raiders Talk. Exactly. Spotlight is another one I follow. I tell you, I follow all of them. And watch Raider. Hey, there's a lot of content creators I follow. You know what I mean? So I follow them all, man. It's no, I'm telling you, there's nothing like the nation. There's nothing like the nation, man. And for all of us to be on the same accord and love the same team and bring in different opinions to the conversation, who we should pick, who we should let go, how much money are they worth? It's a beautiful thing because we get like 24/7 Raider news. You don't have to sit up there and wait for the hating ass ESPN or the hating ass NFL shows that really don't give us our shine or give us our respect and love. But we do. We give us our respect and our love. So tune in to us, you guys. Just tune into any Raider content creator. Go to their channel. Hit like. Support everybody. Because like I said, we the only one that give us our own love. We don't need their love. Fuck they love. You know what I mean? Raider love is better than no love. You know what I mean? So I don't care about them. We got each other. I'm fucking with y'all. Hope y'all fucking with me. I'm glad you guys pulled up. I'm about to shut this whole thing down, man, and call it shorts today because I'm going to go check out some other content creators and see what they got going. Oh, another content creator. I'm going to shout everybody out. If you have not been to the channel of all the content creators, and there's many of them out there. If you guys know something I'm missing, hit them up in the chat. I can go ahead and post it. I mean, I understand. No, don't get me wrong. I respect Docs. I respect his space and what he's doing. But I'm the kind of person that I love. I mean, it's cool for people to shout you out and give you love and get people to subscribe to you. But I want to grind this shit. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, and I compare it to like if you owned a restaurant or if you started a restaurant, what would be more of an accomplishment to you to get to start a restaurant, your own restaurant, own title, own name, and build it into a corporate powerhouse, or go buy McDonald's and, you know what I mean, a franchise? There's nothing than grinding and putting your time and your effort and trying to come up with ideas to present something. Like I said, Docs and them is doing their thing. I fucks with them. I fucks with them hard, the long way. Pause. You know what I mean? But I fucks with them. And they got very good, informative content, entertaining content. But I want to be one of them ones that if he does reach out to me or, you know, want to fuck with me, it's because I grinded my motherfucking ass off. I did not do this for the money or for the fame. I did it because I love this team. You know what I mean? So like I said, let me get my numbers up. I want to get my numbers up before I even approach anybody. I done had other people on the show before. SC Experience, shout out to you. That's another content creator. You guys got to go. You got to go follow him. Young dude, but very bright. Knows his football. Very, very good content, man. So check him out. There's another one, Sultan. If you don't know who Sultan Mir is, he has content. Check him out. He makes beats. So there's portions of his show where he makes a beat from scratch. You know what I mean? We're bringing all kind of different shit to this content world, man. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love every one of you guys, for real. So, you know, with that being said, man, let's what's up with it? Philly Sports Talk Podcast. This guy right here, man, he shows love. He came up, he subscribed to the channel, so I followed him back. And man, any love you get from anybody, man, you can't overlook it, regardless of who their team is, what they like. But if they show respect, you must show respect back, man. That's the most human-fied thing that we do to each other. Respect each other. But sometimes into the chat and get to talking bullshit. But it's all good, though. It's all good because we still got each other. But before I leave up out of here, man, I want you guys just to, like I said, treat each other with respect. Whatever content creators is out there representing this silver and black, this Raider Nation, support them. Because, like, we're the only ones that's going to do it. We're not going to have a lot of outside people that's not with the nation supporting our shit. They're going to try to pop up and troll shit, say some old stupid ass, wild ass left field type shit, but we're not concerned with that. We're concerned with us. So I'd like to thank every single one of you guys who has pulled up to me this afternoon. I appreciate it. If you guys are here right now, damn, technical difficulties. Man, I'm sorry about that shit, man. I don't know what the hell just happened. I had to check my damn check my internet, man. This shit tripped out on me. But I'm back. I just want to let you guys know, thank you for pulling up on me. I appreciate it. You've been watching Raiders Allegiant with yours truly, Lunatic Raider. I enjoyed this conversation we had with each other, man. Thanks for everybody who pulled up in the chat. Man, thank you so much. With that being said, man, have a beautiful day. Enjoy your first day of spring. And like as I always say, this is Raiders Allegiance. Yours truly, Lunatic Raider. I'm out.